Alright guys, so we have some bad news out of Israel today. The Palestinian Islamic Jihad took responsibility for the attack in the West Bank, Judea and Samaria, killing one and injuring three. The person killed was 70-year-old Aharon Cohen, who was already a widower and a father of 6 children who he leaves behind on this dreadful day for their family. Among the 3 other victims, there was one 40-year-old woman who was severely wounded, and a 30-year-old and a 15-year-old, that's gender is unspecified, that were minorly wounded. This attack by the PIJ comes just one day after Trump's Part 2 of his peace plan passed in the United Nations Security Council, paving a way for Palestine in exchange for normalization and in relations and a stop to the violence. Terrorists were identified as Ibrahim Inam El-Atrash and Walid Muhammad, who were both killed by the IDF reservists on duty, their bodies taken into Israel. This is a horrific attack that reinstates the brutality of these Islamic factions and groups around Israel and is likely going to be touted as a response to the extremism in Judea and Samaria by some Jewish extremists over the last couple of weeks in particular. This once again brings about the question, is it really possible to have a normalization in relations between these groups and the Israeli people, especially when the hatred runs so deep? The 2 terrorists took a car, crashed it into a bus stop, jumped out of the car, and started indiscriminately stabbing civilians, anyone within range. Now Aharon Cohen's kids have to grow up without a father, and he leaves behind 6. That is a lot of kids. While the terrorists were immediately and swiftly brought to justice, more and more will follow in their footsteps. The Palestinian Islamic Jihad praising the actions of these terrorists, saying good job and stuff of the sort. Again, just a shocking contrast in the extremism that these groups have compared to Muslims who allegedly want to live their life in peace. The situation in Judea and Samaria, or the West Bank, is becoming a real problem, especially for Israel and overall with Trump's peace plan as a whole. It is unclear how the rest of this situation will play out, with the Israeli government having specific interest in protecting the settlers, the Jewish extremists in Judea and Samaria, and we'll have to see what happens next with all these terrorist groups in that region as well.